So it's obvious that we are where we are as far as this whole Amber thing is concerned. And what I actually believe is that we're at like a point now where I'm not quite certain how Amber's brain work. As again, ladies, I've just been listening. I'll give you my point of view, but I've been listening because some of this I can't quite grasp. I still am where I am when it comes to Brittany. Let's go.
And he told me he literally had been telling Brittany the entire time that she needs to confess to you.
Mhm.
So you just found out yourself. Why didn't you tell me that when I was over here?
Boy, I tried to. You kept cutting me off.
I was hot. I was on. I was on.
You were
one.
for sure on one.
But rightfully so. This is the second time this woman has cheated on me.
I get it. You're right. You were definitely in the right. So I can't argue.
All right, so I'm not quite certain exactly why it is that he needs to apologize for going off on Amber at all. Again, I felt that it was justified because I felt like it was the same thing. Whereas, I mean, she found out, and rather than, going to tell him as soon as possible, he didn't know that at all. I mean, if it was for something else, he wouldn't have known. So I'm fine with exactly where he went with the whole conversation. I know the ladies don't agree, but that's exactly what I believe with that portion of things.
You don't see anything wrong with that, though? Like, how can you sit over here and be friends with Brittany knowing that she's a cheater? Like, a cheater literally ruined your life. And you gonna sit up here and be friends with another one?
Yeah, it's just hard, Dalen.
What's hard about it?
I know the things that Brittany's been through, and I know who she is. I, she,
So it's okay for her to do all this stuff to me. Like, it's okay that just because she's been through all this trauma and you know what type of person she is, all that's fine. And Dalen can just keep getting beat up
no,
behind her.
it's not okay. And
All right, so let me just interject here. Here's where I have a problem with what Amber is saying, because if you're saying then that okay, because of Brittany's trauma, I must forgive and I must be understanding and I must be calm and I must be cool and I must be collective. Then if that's what you're saying, then might as well the same thing go for Anthony as well. Might as well that's what Amber be saying at this point in time because I don't agree with what she's saying. If you're telling me that Brittany is able to do these various things and to lie all the time, you know what I mean, and you accept her lying all the time simply because in your mind you're thinking she has been through all this trauma, then we could say the same thing for Anthony's trauma. So the argument doesn't hold up. This argument that Amber makes each time for Brittany does not hold up. But I guess, hey, what is it? Like girl code? I don't know. Girls stick together.
I suggest you leave her alone for good.
Mhm.
But I don't know, just try to see the benefit of the doubt. But she's always had this issue with being truthful because she's always trying to be perfect. It's not because she's trying to hurt anybody. She's always trying to be perfect in everybody's eyes. So she doesn't want to hurt you. She doesn't want to hurt Calvin. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've known her for a very long time.
You said that about Shayla as well too. And based on what you're arguing, and might as well right now you go back to Shayla and make her your friend. Because Shayla didn't want to tell you either, because she thought that she was your friend. There were moments that Shayla didn't want to actually tell you because she thought that, she was your friend and so she didn't want to tell you. So what are we talking about? Because she never wanted to hurt you. It's the same thing. The argument doesn't hold up. Ladies, you're not going to defend this one properly because y'all going to have to tell me exactly why this is not the same thing.
I know her heart.
I find it to be very admirable that you are sitting up here and still trying to clean up your friend's mess.
I've been through a lot with her, but
I just don't want her to hurt you the way that she's hurt me and everybody else. She might just be like Shayla.
that's the thing. She was trying not to hurt me. That's why she didn't tell me about Kelvin. I know her. But listen, I'm not giving her a pass. It was still wrong. I just try to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Look, I don't even care no more because your boy is about to be back in these streets.
Might as well Dylan go back into the streets. I mean, hey, I mean, after all, he needs to get it together as far as his side is concerned. At this point in time, Dylan needs to get, much more vigilant. But let's stick on the whole topic here what Amber is discussing because I really find it hypocritical because again, ladies, I'm going to have issues with this. I'm going to take a lot of issue with this. If Brittany can be given a pass, then at this point in time, we should be giving Shayla a pass because of how Brittany has been lying her way through. A liar is a liar. If that's not the case, then what y'all are telling me is that there's a measure of lies. Then, in other words, one lies is more than the next, or one sin is more than the next. If that's the argument that you want to make, I guess fine. There's nothing that I can say to it. But if we're really calling a spade, then really and truly, Brittany has done is no different from what Shayla has done and how much she was willing to hide it and what she was willing to actually do. Just remember that she actually steered Amber onto what's his name, onto Victor, and steered her away from Kelvin in order to get her own thing done. She has done that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, ladies. Maybe I'm tripping. This one I cannot understand. I cannot understand at all. You can't give me the best friend argument because she's just coming out of a situation where she had one best friend betraying her, and now you have another best friend that has kind of betrayed her in some way, and we're saying that it's quite fine. Oh, it's cool because you never really had a baby. Is that what we're saying? Okay, I see. The difference that Brittany needed a baby. Duly noted. Let me write that down. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Is that what it is? Because Brittany never have a baby? Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.